Well, hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. Oh, looky there. We got so many peoples in the chat here. I see Ghosty Peppers. I see Miss Jukebox.
Ooh, I see Sunset
Adam
Apple and
Adversary.
Doggins.
Rongardo. Who is that? Soons? Soons?
Soons. You know, it's Strong Sad's feet. Hi everybody. So yeah,
Sunset Apple.
let me hide this real quick. I realize I'm still showing this. Let me get out of here. We'll just have be the black void for right now. But y'all know what we're talking about, so it's no big deal.
I sound like I'm in an empty auditorium.
Oh no,
That's not good. Thank you for letting me know. Let me make sure Discord is using the correct microphone.
It sounds like it is, but David apparently has a big time echo. See, the problem is, you guys. The problem is that in terms of like what's going on here, like my computer can't register this headset, so I had to go through like a audio capture device in order for me to even like have the headphones go through. So if people sound a little out there, I'm gonna switch over. I'm actually gonna listen to the thing and see how bad it is. So David,
I'll keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking for me.
Ghosty Pepper says that we can deal with it, or we can deal with it for now if you can't fix it. Well, here's the good news, everybody, is that we're also recording this, in our normal podcasty ways. So the podcast version of this that will go out will sound just fine. But we're going to try to make it sound better than just fine. Well, better than less than just fine. We're going to try to make it sound just fine for this as well.
Wait a minute.
Can you?
Is it better now, you guys? David, keep talking. Is it better now?
Okay, I'm going to keep talking. I have like different computer. I'm recording on a different computer than I'm looking at Twitch chat on. Yay! A lot of people are saying it fixed it. Awesome, awesome. Perfect.
All right. Well, fun times, you guys. This is what dreams are made of.
I keep looking at the wrong camera. I got a camera on both computers, and I'm so used to using this camera, but I got to use this camera.
Yes.
I want to look at you, Twitch.
Yeah, and your mouse.
Looking at you, Twitch.
Your mic mustache.
Yeah. Maybe I should lower this down a little bit, like this. There we go. There we go.
So,
hey, what's going on?
So should we lay out some expectations, like what exactly they should be expecting this time around?
Some pre-show nonsense. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to our very first ever attempt at doing a live stream podcast. With our other show, Weird Alphabet, we had done live shows on stage before, but this is our first time trying to do this with Twitch and chat and everything. So bear with us, as this may be a bit of a learning experience for us as well. We wanted to get this out there because we were like, oh my goodness, Flash is going to go down, and we need to talk about virus because it's so important to talk about with Flash. And then, of course, like, 2 or 3 days ago, Strongbad had that tweet about Flash being saved, or at least the website being archived or whatever.
Yeah, with, like, Ruffle or something, and we're just like, oh!
Yeah!
Great!
Well, no, I mean,
it's awesome, yeah, but it's just like, oh, okay.
There's definitely more than virus that is important for Flash, but this one is really important. Yes. And, this is going to be a really fun way for people to, like, watch our reactions and everything. I'm very, very excited to watch Alexa's reaction, especially. That's going to be great. Even though she's not going to get some of the things, Michael, I know I normally don't do this, but I actually re-watched the cartoon before we went on, just because I know there's so much, and I just wanted to like get one view in. But like, I'm surprised there's how much. Well, sorry, that's for the podcast.
Yeah, save it for the podcast.
So what I should be telling you guys is things like what you just saw Michael do with rearrange the window size momentarily. Things like that are going to happen a lot. What is this? There's like fingers on the side of my video. What is that?
What is that? Pay no attention to the fingers behind the video.
What?
I don't know what you're
Um,
talking about.
the other thing that I want to say is that we are going to do our best to keep our eyes on chat. There is a lot of you. There's a lot more people than I was expecting, which is super awesome. Yeah, we're going to do our best to keep our eyes on chat throughout the time, but if you're putting observations in chat and stuff, we might miss that. We're going to try to have portions throughout the show where we're going to say, all right, chat, let us know what you think of here. So, yeah, did that make sense? That made sense.
We'll
right?
open the floor to you guys as well.
Yeah,
Oh snap! Did
yeah.
I just miss it? See, I also have one of those sub box things set up, those alert boxes, and like I'm so sorry. I don't think it's coming through. I don't think it's showing properly. So for all of those, this is my first stream. See,
I know, but
they're
you
like not
live with
there.
Somebody who's been streaming for months.
Either way, I guess we will open the floor up to you all,
yes.
and
we'll
we'll
let
go
you
from
know,
there.
when those are happening. Boy, Michael, it sure is weird the way, like, the only way for me to see you is by watching the video on Twitch, but of course that is like a 3 or 4 second delay. So, well, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so if I I just I secretly flip you off, then you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, there you go.
See, yeah, it's
The
just
double deuce.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I guess
I think we're ready.
I think so too. I think
All right.
we're good to go here. And for those who are listening at home, if assuming I leave this into the podcast version.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'll do a more official introduction as well. So,
take it away, David.
Yeah. Wait, are you doing a thing before I like do the intro?
Oh, should I do an intro song? I probably should.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can do.
Do you have one ready?
I don't have one ready.
I thought you had one ready.
I don't have one
Oh,
ready.
my goodness, I thought we talked about this. Well,
No, I had one ready.
I have to make one up right now.
I know. I had one ready, and then something happened to it. So.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it a little bit later.
Okay. Should I just jump into it then, and we won't be able to do an intro song on the Twitch, and people will just have to download the podcast again?
Honestly, yeah. You know what? Just it gives you more of an incentive to do it. But in the meantime, what I can say is, you got the podcast. I got the podcast, and you got the podcast. I got the podcast, and that's it.
Okay, well, that really messes up what
Oh, no, well, how about this?
Because I was going to say, you got the podcast. We got the podcast. You got the podcast.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I stole your email thunder.
We had the same idea, of course, obviously.
This is why we're friends. We are friends.
This is why we are friends. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Come On Fhqwhpods, a Homestar Runner podcast. My name is David Spencer.
And I'm Michael Hunter.
And we are live on Twitch right now, recording this episode. Listen to our wonderful audience. Audience, make some noise. Thank you, audience. That was so wonderful. The podcast listeners are really going to enjoy that. No, we are live streaming this episode. This episode is going to be a little bit different. There we go. Now I see all those woos and yeahs.
You know, I feel like this calls for like, it's Fhqwhpods Live with Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah, so we are doing something a little different. We are talking about virus today. Now, you may be thinking, excuse me, isn't it the Homestar Runner podcast that talks about every single Homestar Runner cartoon in chronological order? And aren't you guys at least like 7 years away from being able to cover virus? Yes, but we wanted to talk about this before the inevitable end of Flash, as browsers are removing Flash this December 2020. We wanted to make sure that we talked about virus, because virus is one of those cartoons that you need to view on the website in its original glory. And we wanted to make sure that anybody who is listening to this podcast who may be a casual fan of Homestar Runner, or even a new fan like Alexa, We wanted to make sure that you witness this in all of your glory. And Michael, that this is it, right? There's no way anybody can see the cartoons anymore on Flash. We're jumping ahead of this,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Totally. Not. Yep. Yep. It wasn't totally just saved by Ruffle a few days ago. Nope. Never. Nope. We're committed.
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, a couple of days ago, Strong Bad Actual on Twitter tweeted out that Ruffle has archived the site, saved the Flash versions in all of their flashy glory, for you to be able to view. So we are still going to, we're still going to be watching these on the website in the Flash version to be able to preserve those Easter eggs and all of that goodness. So, and we recommend that you do as well. Find Ruffle. I haven't actually looked into any of the details of what this website is or what it does, but
right,
we'll do it.
I honestly, from what I think it is, I think it's a browser extension. Like, I think it's one of those things you download to your browser and suddenly it works and you're fine. But if that's not the case, either way, we're gonna find out. And that just, it honestly takes a big load off of our shoulders, because like there was like this talk over like, well, man, are we realistically going to be able to cover like these little minute tiny things? Like, should we just dedicate an entire episode to like, 5 different things just in case it gets
preserved on YouTube?
Exactly. And I'm glad that we don't necessarily have to think about that anymore, and instead we can just enjoy this. But in the meantime here, what I like about us covering Virus now, where we're at in the podcast, is kind of like, it's like an episode of Star Trek or like some sort of sci-fi show where they jump forward in time and they see like what all happens.
This is like a 5 years past on Heroes.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, and then it's like, what happened? What are these? Who is this? What is going on?
Alexa's gonna come in here with a samurai sword and a goatee.
Yatta! And then just see all of this and then get pulled back to like, before everything happens, be like, what does this mean? And I kind of love that aspect of it. So there's going to be some things that I do not cover in this when we talk about it, because of that fact. Like, there's going to be characters, there's going to be locations, there's going to be things that happen that I'm going to go, you'll find out. So, yeah.
Yeah, we should also say that, like, this is, we are going to do another episode on Virus when we come into it in actual chronology.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to get a double dose of that Virus. Because right now, in 2020, if there's one thing that everybody wants, it's a double dose of Virus.
Oh, man, that... ugh.
All right, well, we should start talking about
a double deuce of Virus.
Start jumping into things. Yeah, I know. I just was looking at the chat as well.
Thanks, Doggins.
Yeah, double deuce of Virus. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start jumping into our cartoon. Michael, what are we talking about this week?
Huh? It's almost like we haven't even mentioned the name several times already.
I didn't know what to do. I was just
we advertised it. They know what we're going to talk about. Yeah, it's all good. Today,
I said it 15 times in the 20 minutes we've been recording.
Today, we are talking about the 118th female Virus, which originally came out on November 15th of 2004. The distant future past of 2004.
Sorry, that just reminds me of that Flight of the Conchords song, where it's like the distant future, the year 2000.
Yeah. The humans are dead. Yeah.
Well, we should probably go ahead and get this going. And while Michael sets up this screen to share with all of you wonderful persons, wonderful people, if you see me looking at my phone. I'm not just texting Alexa in the middle of the podcast. I'm taking notes. Just so you all know, that's what it is. I'm not disconnecting.
Yes.
This is a glorious mess. What are you talking about? I think this is going very swell.
David, read. Shame the commenters. Shame them.
Yeah. I'm not a glorious mess.
No, that's
if this
me.
is a glorious mess, then every podcast is a glorious mess.
All right, let's see.
Which, I guess an argument could be made for that as well.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you, David.
All right.
We're going to do this mighty proper. You may have to, I don't know, for the folks at home, I'm going to try and it's basically like I'm going to try and like hide the fact that I'm sharing it. So I'll move David, make
there
little
we go. Make me real little.
I'll put a little tiny
so little.
I'll put a little tiny David down here in the corner.
No talks about that Alaskan motel. That's not child friendly enough for this podcast.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Little tiny David.
Here,
It is a Leopluridon, Charlie.
All right, there we go. Let's move this out of the way here. Boom, bam. There we go. A nice little
right.
David there. Okay. Assuming. Oh, whoops! I think I froze you.
Froze my video.
There we go. So I realized when I minimize it that it also freezes you.
Oh.
Okay, so here we go, you guys. Hopefully
right.
this doesn't look like utter garbage. We'll
see what happens.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah, should be running. Nope, you can't see it because there we go.
I can hear it.
You got the email. Earth Plus. Y76P. All you ate. What is this? Did the quadratic formula explode? I see a strong bar in there, but it's getting eaten by some Linux or something. Wait a minute. Is this one of those virus emails? Like the kind that moms in offshore casinos send you? I'll take care of this. What? I said delete it. No, wise guy, eh? Maybe I should introduce you to my main man, Edgar. Alright, Edgar. Now drop a train on him.
Yeah, everybody's saying the video's real laggy.
Number.
Real
That
laggy.
is a big number.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Sorry.
Computer over. Virus equals very yes. That's not a good prize. Oh, and the compy just peed my carpet.
Strong Bad, what is going on?
Wah! I don't know. You forgot to wear your neck?
Have you been using the internet irresponsibly?
No more irresponsibly than usual.
Did you get a virus?
No.
Did you get 400,000 viruses?
Yes. Very yes.
Well, hurry up and do something about it before it gets worse.
The cheat! What the? Whoa! It's cold out here. Hey!
Yeah.
Never feel it.
Do we want to start it and stop and start it again?
Your computer box.
Or
No, don't touch that!
Your simple box needs war.
yeah.
He's right here. This one?
No, wait, stop! That's not
I'm not
supposed to
sure.
be
I'm not sure if
possible.
starting again will make it work out better.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, I think it's fantastic, strong man. That's the best stack of VHS
I don't know, what do you think?
tapes I've ever...
Well,
I just watched it, so if you wanna, if we're not gonna be able to make it work, that's okay. Although
Yeah.
it is kind of fun watching like one frame a minute, it's just like the crazy.
I can do it!
well,
I can do it 9 times!
I think I know why. It's because I'm sharing the screen with you, I think.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna...
You can stop sharing with me
I
if you
should
want.
have done this like a million years ago!
There we go. Hopefully that works.
Radish, we're gonna win the competition!
Let's
Hey,
see.
he fixed it! Dan Bobs is a computer genius man! Let's do a dance for the computer genius man! Thanks, Bobs! How did you get rid of the
Oh, I
Wait,
guess,
why do you have a shotgun?
yeah, it's
What did you do?
Still laggy?
Where's my
Yeah.
copy? It's in a better place, Strong Bad. Rather, it's in the same place, but now it's got a big hole through it. You murderer! You killed my brother! I mean computer! Look, strong man, my mouth was a broken JPEG! I have no choice! You don't understand! You all understand! I mean, don't understand!
Hey, Bugs, can I have my leg back now?
Dear strong man, I don't know the crap full of yours. I don't know the crap full of yours. I can't relate. I can't relate. I'm gonna get in there and mix it up. I don't remember your names, Davy. Dear Strongman, your text with boxing gloves on.
All right.
Okay.
So that was a train
are we
wreck.
Still frozen, everybody? Yeah, that was a real train wreck.
A broken man.
Are we? It looks like it's speeding up again. You may need to stop your screen share though.
I did stop the screen share already.
It says that it's completely frozen for some people.
Oh boy.
I just refreshed it though, and it's looking fine for me.
So
We'll give it a minute to let everybody catch back up.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's saying it's not lagging.
I think it was because I was trying to screen share it with you, and it gummed up the works.
Yeah.
So
Respect for the maiden voyage, though. Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. All right.
We're getting a lot of messages that it's looking fine now.
So what do I want to do?
Well, we'll have to figure out how we do Alexa. What we might have to do is you just screen share to Alexa, and then we all hear it, and then everybody just sees Alexa's face but doesn't get to watch the cartoon at the same time.
I like that plan. I feel like everybody at home, you just want to see Alexa's reaction to this. Because we've already seen it.
There was a way that we could do the audio. I mean, can you do the audio without sharing the video?
Oh yeah, no, you will be able to hear the audio still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we'll be fine if we do that.
If anything, what I would say is we probably will have to go back through it again and try to do the Easter eggs.
Yeah, Sunset Apple was just saying to try an Easter egg right now and see if it lags.
All right, well let's.
I mean, I know one of them doesn't move, so it shouldn't have much of a
So that's
lag.
one. Oop. And then the other one is this one.
To protect the world from the evil forces of blue laser.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so that's not okay. So you know what? Okay. Let's. Should we? People in the chat, sound off. Should we rewatch it again, so that way y'all could actually see it properly and not the virus version of it?
The virus of the virus.
And what I'll do as well is I'll also click through the Easter eggs. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that, and then
You're gonna do it again, but it'll lag again.
Are you sure? No,
Well, I mean, maybe it won't.
I don't think it's gonna lag because I think
now
it's.
that you're not sharing to me.
Yeah, I think that was the
People
main
wanna see
problem.
it again? Everybody is
Sure.
saying I'm okay with rewatching. Sure, I've guessed. I mean, I've seen it a million times.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting lots of play it again. So.
Okay. Well, this time I'll make sure.
If this lags this time, though, we gotta bail and
Yeah,
and
I'll
do the
bail.
episode proper.
I'll
you know
bail.
what? You're all seeing right now, chat. All of the stuff that gets cut out of the actual episode.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, trust me.
you're getting
There's
the inside scoop.
there's no editing this, you guys. Maybe on the podcast version, but not in
for
this
sure
version.
on the podcast version.
All right, I'm gonna refresh. We're gonna try it again. Una momento. Here we go.
I got the email. You got the email. I got the email. You got the email. Earth Plus. Y76P. All you ain't. What is this? Did the quadratic formula explode? I see a strong bar in there, but it's getting eaten by some Linux
this
or
looks much
something. Wait a minute. Is this one of those virus emails? Like the kind that moms in offshore casinos send you? I'll take care of this. What? I said deleted. No, wise guy, eh? Maybe I should introduce you to my main man, Edgar. All right, Edgar. Now drop a train on him. Ah! That is not a small number. That is a big number. What am I gonna do? Computer over? Virus equals very, yes. That's not a good prize. Oh, and the compy just peed my carpet.
Strong Bad, what is going on?
Wah! I don't know. You forgot to wear your neck?
Have you been using the internet irresponsibly?
No more irresponsibly than usual.
Did you get a virus?
No.
Did you get 400,000 viruses?
Yes. Very yes.
Well, hurry up and do something about it before it gets worse.
That's it. What the? Whoa. It's cold out here. Hey.
Never fear, Strong Bad. I know how to fix your computer box.
No, don't touch that.
Your simple box needs wards. This needs right here. This way.
No, wait, stop.
This way.
That's not supposed to be possible.
Making,
Well, I think it's fantastic, Strong Man. That's the best stack of VHS tapes I've ever seen.
I can't spell you.
A little to the left. Good. Oh, Poop Smith?
I can do it. I can do it 9 times.
Oh, no, please, stop. I'm old and fat and rich and cool.
I should have done this like 1,000,000 years ago.
With Marcy Pence Radish, we're gonna win the competition.
Hey, he fixed it. That Bobs is a computer genius man. Let's do a dance for the computer genius man. Thanks, Bobs. How did you get rid of the Wait, why do you have a shotgun? What did you do? Where's my copy? It's in a better place, Strong Bad. Rather, it's in the same place, but now it's got a big hole through it. You murderer! You killed my brother! I mean computer! Look, Strong Bad, my mouth was a broken JPEG. I have no choice. You don't understand. You all understand. I mean, don't understand.
Hey, Bugs, can I have my leg back now?
Dear Strong Man, I don't know the crap full of yours. I don't know the crap full of yours. I can relate. I can't relate. I'm gonna get in there and mix it up. I don't remember your names, Davy. Dear Strongman, your text with boxing gloves on.
And of course, to go back to the Easter eggs again. Oh, and you could probably hear the podcat in the background here.
Podcast.
Protect the world from the evil forces of blue laser.
And there y'all have it.
All right.
And
Now
there
we'll get into
y'all
how this is
have
supposed
it.
to go.
Yes.
Where I come back and I say, well, we just watched the Speemail titled Virus. And we definitely only had to watch it one time.
Just the one time.
Michael, what did you think of that cartoon?
What do you mean, what did I think about? This is one of the best Speemails of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for a diehard fan, or even just a person who just is casually watching it, this is brilliant.
I would love to know, do you remember your experience of the first time you watched this?
Oh my gosh. Well, I want to say, unfortunately, it was not watching it on a computer. Like, I think it was watching it on the DVDs, because I was, like, at that time, like, just binging them. And, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, eventually when I actually watched it on the computer, I'm like, oh, this is so much better. Like, this is brilliant. But it was still, like, just watching it unfold, I'm like, oh no, like there was just so
Yeah.
much going on.
Oh yeah. So I should say, I had a similar thing. I've talked about on this show before how I didn't spend a lot of time on the actual website when I first watched this. I had the video podcast subscribed to on my video iPod, and that's how I was watching a lot of the cartoons. And that is how I first experienced Virus. And so it wasn't until like years later that I went and watched it on the computer. Like I watched it on the iPod, and like I had watched it over and over and over again, because even then it was one of my favorites. And then watching it on the computer was like, oh my goodness, there's like he actually goes out off of the frame. That is crazy. And yeah, it is absolutely stuck with me. Some people are asking about Alexa.
Everybody just wants Alexa here. They don't care about us.
On screen for a second. You know what? We'll keep our talking short, and then we'll bring on Alexa. But I definitely want to say that this kind of thing is absolutely my thing. I know that you know how much I love weird animation stuff. This is Duck Amuck. This is the downer ending episode of BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
I love it when animation does things like this, where it breaks reality and it becomes like self-aware to this point of like, because we're in animation, we can go crazy. We can just go full on insanity. This is why I love Don Hertzfeldt stuff so much. Yeah, this kind of thing is so good. And the more I think about it, I think this is one of like the earliest things for me. I mean, I feel like I must have, seen cartoons that did this kind of thing when I was a kid, but like before watching this cartoon. But when I think about it, this really does seem like the first time I saw something that did this thing, which is now like one of my favorite things for animated shows to do.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think growing up outside of watching Homestar Runner, I can only think of like, I mean, animation is the only real way you could get away with this. I mean,
absolutely.
Nowadays maybe with like a crazy production, but in terms of, I don't know, it just, you kind of end up with like Code Lyoko or something, where it's just like, it's like Uncanny Valley already, and then you start adding in like extra weird stuff. But one thing that I have noticed post me being introduced to Homestar Runner.
Real quick, I just want to say to what you were saying, this couldn't be done with live action. This is like, it's like comparing Inception to Paprika. Have you ever seen Paprika?
Ah, yes,
movie?
yes.
Yeah, it's like you can do so much more with that concept if you're in animation than you can do if you're in live action.
Absolutely. I think one show that did it pretty well actually was The Amazing World of Gumball. They had an entire like Virus episode themselves where like the entire town is essentially doing what happened here, where like,
yeah, I see somebody mention in the chat, see also The Money from The Amazing World of Gumball.
It's so good. Like, it's one of those things where I saw that, I'm like, see, that's where I wish like Homestar Runner was able to go. Like, if this were something they were going to try and do in the video game, for example, like, I could see them trying to do something cool with that, but I don't know. This is by far the best version of this, especially with like the integration of Easter eggs, being able to click on things and be like, oh, I had no idea you could do this.
I had never clicked on any things in the middle of the cartoon before. That was my first time seeing some of those.
Yeah, and I have my notes on them. So for all of you who are being like, we want Alexa now, you have to wait because I got notes. But yeah, absolutely. It's seeing it for the first time really made me respect the world that Homestar Runner had, like, that the Brothers Chaps had made. Like, this is them at their peak. Like, this is like brilliant. Like,
oh yeah,
if this were on TV, this would have won an Emmy. Like,
Internet Emmys.
Yeah, the Webbies, I guess. Why wasn't Strong Bad nominated for a Webby, y'all?
I feel like you don't want to be nominated for a Webby. That's
Oh, okay. I guess.
All right. What do you got on some of your notes? You got a list of firsts?
Oh, yeah, no, actually, that's the thing. It's like I can't really do firsts. I have like some, but I can't really talk about many.
Okay.
Um,
We'll go through some of your notes.
yeah.
Then.
Oh, yeah. No, I got notes. And I see you, Sandbird, calling us boring. I see you. Anyway, so my notes here. The nav bar at the bottom. Thank you, whoever just subbed, or followed. The nav bar at the bottom of the page was excluded from the Podstar Runner version of this toon, and I'm wondering if you remember that. Because, like, you said that you watched this on the Podstar version, right?
Yes.
So, like, Homestar, like, picking up the little, like, text on the bottom, he just picks it up randomly out of, like, nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like, when Strongbad jumps to the side, the video moves to the left.
Yeah. So, it kind of defeated the, that little element of the storytelling there. But, other than that, Strongbad's intro song is a reference to the song Rhythm, parentheses, devoted to the art of moving butts, by A Tribe Called Quest. Where it's like, I got the rhythm, you got the rhythm.
Sounds like we're hearkening back to the booty rap roots of the Brothers Chaps.
Oh, just you wait. So,
oh my goodness, I can't believe. Of course, how did I never put this together before? Of course, they did booty rap. They're named the Brothers Chaps.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
How did I never put this together before? Of course.
What? What?
Of course.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I just have to sit here with that thought. That is the daddiest of puns. But this is absolutely appropriate. I'm gonna continue.
I just blew your mind.
I did. You did. So we see the floppy disks, or the floppy disk in the container says Spy vs. Spy, which was a strategy game released in 1984 for the Apple II, the NES, and pretty much all the systems at that time.
I assumed that was just a reference to the old comic strip.
It is. It's a game based off of the old comic strip from Mad Magazine. And it was actually a two-player game where each of the players could play against each other, trying to destroy the other with traps and weapons and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Which kind of, in a way, is weirdly kind of like a reference to like what's going on in the Spee Mail. But we'll cover that in a minute, I guess.
Okay.
This is the first time we see Edgarware.
Hey.
So Edgar.
Meet my main man, Edgar.
My main man, Edgar. So Edgar is a spoof/reference to the Norton antivirus software, which originally had Peter Norton as its spokesperson and honorary mascot until the mid-2000s. Edgar closely...
Or, John McAfee doing the same thing.
True.
But you do not want to be associated with John McAfee.
No.
He is not a very good person.
No. But Edgar specifically looks like a little pixelated version of the stereotypical look of the computer nerd, with the glasses and the button up and the pocket protector, all of which that would pretty much be what Peter Norton would wear in his photos. The tie, the button up shirt, the glasses, sometimes the pocket protector. And I was reading an article that the author of the article swears that there was a digital pixelized version of Norton in one of those versions, and that if that's true, that's probably where this came from. So moving on, Strongbad refers to Linux, which was or is, I guess, a free kernel software. Which, in the simplest of terms, is basically what? Computer operating system coding?
It's an operating system.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't computer. So I was just kind of figuring out how to explain it in the most layman version.
It's an operating system, except it's, an open source operating system that's kind of designed for people who are savvy with computers to be able to modify and customize a whole lot more than Windows or Apple would let you do.
Right. Okay. Again, I'm sorry
Not that hard.
I'm not the one that teaches computer stuff, David. To kids, no less. So, huh? What happened?
Sorry, I just saw my video bouncing around.
Oh, it's because I swear, again, for those who are following me, I apologize. I don't know why my alert box isn't working. And so hopefully I've moved it. I don't know. We'll see. Homestar's frames being shown as he's like kind of like floating across the screen is a reference to the Flash animation feature, the Flash animation feature onion skinning, where animators can see the different layers of their frames.
Oh, interesting.
So for all you animators that are listening to us in the chat, you probably are aware of that.
Right now our chat is just talking about Hannah Montana Linux. So
Oh, okay.
pay them no mind.
Okay. What is going on with our chat?
You know, it's only slightly more sane than our Discord server. Which is
true.
Perfect.
We love you. We love you all. On the Homestar Talker pop-ups, okay, they all have the tab name Click the Monkey. I'm not sure if you noticed that, which is a reference to a lot of those Flash advertisements that you'd see on the sides of websites, prompting you to, do things like shoot the robber, click the iPod, stab the vampires, shoot the duck targets,
And then I also noticed, I mean, I'm sure, unless you're about to talk about this, but I noticed the little message on my Chrome window saying it blocked a pop-up that I'm sure actual pop-ups were supposed to pop up with this as well.
Yes, if you did not have a if you didn't have a pop-up blocker in place, you would have a pop-up of Homestar Talker, like just pop up and like on repeat, which unfortunately I couldn't show you guys on the stream, but it happened to me. I had to like close out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I love that. Let's see. And also those pop-ups to those like little Flash advertisements were riddled with spyware and viruses, so it's all just adding more to that, which I feel like kind of ties into like Strong Bad's use of the internet. So the fact that like some of these things are kind of popping up, maybe clues of what he was doing online to warrant a virus. When the screen shuts down and it says like it is safe to shut down your computer, that's similar to the same message that would be shown on older computers like Windows 9X, which would be unable to power down by themselves. So the fact that they had that little reference in there was great. And now we can talk about some Easter eggs.
Oh, I was going to say real quick on that computer shutdown. That is one of those things that makes me feel very, very nostalgic because I remember seeing that all the time. That was me and my brother shared an old like Windows 98 or 95 or something for a while to play Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and I remember that message very, very well. Sim Ant.
Yeah.
Classics. All the classics.
All right. And I guess now we could talk about some Easter eggs. All the little crazy things I was clicking on during the toon here. So there are technically seven Easter eggs in this Speemail. And a good chunk of them are in the scene where Strong Sad shows up till about the time Homestar shows up. So, when the main page starts to glitch out and bleeds into the toon, you can actually click on some of those buttons that are exposed. You can click the main page button, and that actually will take you to the Halloween Festival Halloween toon. Like, it literally will take you to a completely separate toon. You can also click on the Quote of the Week button, which causes the pop-up to bounce around and then get stuck on the top part of the screen. As it's traveling around the screen, the pop-up reads, "Don't tape it," and then changes to "Don't take it," and then gets lodged. From there, when it's lodged, you can click on the Hear It link, and that will make some 16-bit brooms appear and start sweeping the screen, and some distorted dialogue will be heard, right? That's the same dialogue that Marzipan later says when she gets pixelated, or however that term is.
it's funny when we were doing it, when you were clicking on those, I was just watching it on the Twitch stream, which is like a minute lag from what I'm hearing because I was hearing the audio through our Discord.
Yeah.
And so I heard that sound effect and I was like, wait, did something glitch out where we're watching the Homestar part, or not the Homestar, the Marzipan part too early? What is happening? But yeah, then I figured it out when the Easter eggs loaded for me.
And more than likely what it was is the fact that they're both brooms, or considered to be brooms. That's kind of the joke, I think.
I didn't even put that together.
I know. It's what it is. So yeah, when the distortion is removed, the dialogue that's there is Marzipan saying it accentuates the accord and the design and the composition.
Wait,
so
how do we know what she's saying?
It's
people were able to undistort it?
Yeah. Or either that, or somebody somehow on the HR wiki somebody was able to do that. I was not going to try to figure out how to do that. Maybe I will for the folks at home who are listening to the podcast version.
Or figure out how that distortion happened, and then in the podcast version, when I did my intro that was the exact same as your intro song, just distort mine.
Okay.
And, it'll all work out.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try. So then when you close out of the quote of the week box, you do so by hitting X. But if you never close it, if you never hit the little box, it stays there for the entire tune. So like you could just watch the tune that way with the little pop-up stuck up there, which is kind of a great little gag. However, though, it does mess up Homestar's little text stealing gag, because it literally blacks out all of those links on the bottom. Yeah, so it kind of, pros and cons, I guess.
Yeah.
You can also click on the sketchbook button, and that causes a glitched out version of the sketchbox pop-up to appear. What we see is the Flash MX color mixer, which is part of the Flash animation program. Scrolling over it causes a giant green X to appear, and clicking it will make it go away. So, again, for some reason, when you try to like mess with it, it's like no Flash almost. It's like it's kind of like a little subtextual image, in my opinion, like a subtextual thing of like Flash is dead. Flash is you can't do it. Moving on from there. You can also click on the weekly fan stuff tab, which causes that fan stuff box to pop up. It is a picture of an upside down Coach Z, which is the only time we see him in this tune, in the same wrestling pose that he's in during Where's the Cheat, when he attacks the King of Town.
Oh.
So he's like, doing like the wrestle move there.
Yeah.
On the pop-up, we can see what appears to be fractions at a glance. It's a bunch of fractions just across the screen, and it's actually the typeface MS reference specialty, which then when you translate it to any other text, says stick to your books in all one word. When you move your mouse over the glitched out close button, the words a book appear in green lettering. So some little book call and answer Easter egg there as well.
Yeah.
On the DVD version of this tune, all of these 3 Easter eggs I described just now are combined into one, and they lack the distortion voice. So if you're watching it on the DVD, you get to see all of it happen, but it doesn't, you don't get to interact with it, unfortunately. I only have like a few more notes here. With the Homestar Pop, we already talked about that. Sorry. This is stuff I cut out. At the end of the email, you can click on both of the exposed parts of the compy. By clicking on the cog to the left, it will result in a clip of the compy being for sale at Bubs's.
Yep.
With a sign that says like used, slightly shotgunned, classic Bubs.
Strong Bad would let his compy 286 be sold like that.
I don't think so. I think I could easily see that. And then clicking the fan to the right leads to the clip of the Cheat Commandos, where the commando by the name of Fightgar is using Homestar's leg as a gun, similarly to how Bubs had, Homestar's gun leg.
Yep.
Gun leg. I like that.
Wait, who's holding that link?
The one of the cheat commandos.
What are the cheat? I don't know.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about them.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that.
Also, this time where like the king of town was hanging out on a piece of loose leaf, and like I don't know what that was about.
Yeah,
that was weird.
It was weird, man. It's a fever dream.
A weird old curly hair and a weird mouth.
Right.
I mean, I don't really know much about her, but she sure looked ugly.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
I do also have to say about this, watching, it's only because of the show that I ever had seen the Reddest Radish and recognized that now that line in Virus is a reference to Reddest Radish.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the marzipan's radish, we're gonna win the competition, and it's great. Like, and also too, even the cheats little cutout version of himself when he starts going through all the different versions of the cheat. That's one of them is from the Reddest Radish, I think. The last note I have on here is a doozy. On the DVD commentary for this, Mike and Matt talk about how big of a production this was until they just completely drop the ball and have nothing to say, and then Matt decides to be Homestar for the rest of the commentary. But they did add in some cool, fun tidbits, like the emoticons for Strong Sad that cycles through when he shows up. They're from his web journal, which we'll cover eventually. Also, the line "drop a train on him" was from a hip-hop song that Matt made in college, where he sampled from the soundtrack of Dirty Harry. This track was posted on the thoraxcorp.com website, and I can play it for y'all right now.
Is it going to work? Is it going to come through?
It should. I'm going to play it right now. Let's see if y'all hear it.
This is no life for you two.
Why do you stay in it then?
I don't know.
It'll pick up. Hold on.
I really don't.
Here we go.
Take you back, cause you thought I had lost that magic touch to make a beat with a fast track. Best all around, 1973. I signed a yearbook, but you can't seem to remember me. Class clown stalling all of the food fights. You try to dish, you taste the butt of my mad life. I'm making rock and roll, I'm getting records sold. Like other rhymes are slowing out of control. Open up the dictionary, look up MC. You'll find my picture, cause everybody knows me. Oh yeah. Got the frequent flyer miles, the movie watcher points, and all the Kool-Aid stamps.
I'm just going to play the whole thing, because it's only a little bit longer.
Everybody knows me, I'm Mr. MC from 1973.
I was cable access, now I moved it to network. Like my fuse, get away or else you get hurt. Climb the ladder myself, I'm never kissing. Large like THX, you better listen. Standing at the door, can I tell you ticket? I get the party hopping like a bunch of mad crickets. And if you in the house, can I get a chirp? Scratch your legs together, let me hear you work.
Everybody knows me from Mr. MC from 1973. Drop a train on them.
Yeah. So then it just kind of plays off.
Oh, that's amazing.
Drop a train on him.
First of all, I have to say, is there any hint of irony? Like, were they being ironic about this, or was that totally serious?
Knowing Matt, I think there's definitely some irony in that.
Like, there's that moment where they sing in a way that feels like purposefully like something you would hear in a Homestar song, like that's overly dramatic.
Yeah.
And so amazing. I
love
and
that.
It also is funny to me thinking about how, like, there's a thing of funny people being weirdly good at freestyle rapping. Like, the kind of part of your brain that is good at making jokes and good at being funny. There's like have you ever seen Dan Harmon freestyle rap?
No, I have not.
Yeah, Dan Harmon, surprisingly good at freestyle rapping. And it's like this weird, just weird phenomenon. I mean, it makes sense that, like, if you're good with words in one way, that you could be good at words in another way. But But yeah, that is that's amazing that we get to hear that.
I love reading the chat as well. The chat's like,
Yep.
oh my gosh, this is great. I think
Yep.
Sunset
Ruby
App.
Cinnamon, I can hear the Homestar music in this.
Yes, for real. That's what I was gonna say. And Sunset Apple said that this has Tribe Called Quest vibes, which is a perfect callback to the beginning of the intro song there. But for me, this gives me like Fisheye Lens vibes. Like this gives me like Coach Z rapping vibes, like especially with the beat and stuff like that, and then having like, you know, the weird chorus bit with Matt, which I it's just too good. It's too good. I'm so glad I was able to find that too, because I was like, it's only available through the Wayback Machine at this point. So
good searching. Hey, I think this might be a good opportunity for us to look at some observations people in the chat made before we bring Alex on. I know there were a couple of good things in here. I saw Miss Jukebox says, apparently the number of viruses that Compy was infected with is more than the number of viruses that were known to exist at the time. So literally, Strong Bad's computer got infected with more viruses than were known to mankind.
Oh yeah.
To which people are like, oh yeah, of course Strong Bad would figure out a way to download viruses that don't even exist. Yeah, Sandbird with that observation as well. Yeah, so I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, the fact that the viruses, I almost feel like this, depending on his computer, like would viruses, would that even be a thing right now? Like with that type of computer at that time? I mean, in our time, yeah, but like, I don't know. It's
even with that type of computer, absolutely.
Yeah, I wonder what year was the Edgarware? Was there a year on that? I forgot to look into that.
Oh, I don't know.
Here, I'm gonna look into that. You keep looking through the.
Yeah. Rongardo brought up something great.
Okay.
So are we just going to ignore what the KOT and Poopsmith were doing with that shovel?
Oh, we aren't going to ignore that at all. What on earth?
What were they doing? Was he like... the only thing I could guess is that they needed to establish a new pile of poop, and they were choosing where to begin this new pile of poop. That's the best guess I got. It's kind of like, you know how in our hometown in Fairbanks, which, you know, we just had a big conversation with people on the Discord yesterday about Alaska, so this is fresh on my mind. But one of the weird things we have is there are like a couple of areas in town where there are massive piles of snow, dirty snow that have been like snow plowed off of the road, but all that snow has to go somewhere. So there's these massive piles of snow, and they're so massive that they don't completely melt in the summer. And so there's these piles of snow that are around year round, and that's just kind of what I imagine the piles of poop at around the King of Town's castle to be.
There's just so much of it that it can't decompose properly. It's just, it can't be integrated into the land. I don't know, man. I think he was gonna eat the poop. I think he was at that point where he's like, I just want to know the feeling. I think even on the DVD commentary, Homestar says like that he wanted a poop beard or something, or poop mustache, like something like that. I'm like, that seems more plausible. It's disturbing. But I love how Poopsmith is just like, say when, like, you know, just always devoted, that Poopsmith.
One more comment that I wanted to point out from our friend Ghosty Peppers.
Sure.
That I think this must have been said when we were talking about the Reddest Radish moment.
Mm-hmm.
He says Strongbad reverts back to his primal self when the virus takes him over. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense as well. That of course he's going back to old school Strongbad of the Reddest Radish days. Sorry, I got distracted because Miss Jukebox just came in with and you'll definitely have to bleep this in the final version, but Poopsmith's gives no shits.
I mean, I bet that's the thing. He gives all of them, though.
That's true. That's true. It is his job, and his job is obvious.
Okay, so I found that Edgar Ware was from 1982.
I mean,
Which,
they definitely had viruses as long as they've had the internet, right?
The first computer virus was written in 1982. So this was the earliest that it could have been. So this was the year. That's great. That is great.
Edgar, the original virus fighter. Edgar is like the Ozzy and Drix of Strong Bad.
The sugar pill that basically somehow stopped like some sort of crazy virus. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think is this time to bring on Alexa?
I mean, if you think you're ready, I think everyone at home needs to. I have the music cued. I got it.
I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna say, "Hey Alexa, what do you think of this?"
Alexa, what you think of this?
And now I have to figure out how to bring her on. Here we go.
Well, she's still muted right now, so
hopefully she comes back.
No, I'm not muted. What are you talking about?
There you
go.
So
I was talking to myself for a good 3 seconds there.
Yeah.
It's too bad. It was a really great conversation with myself.
Ooh, your mic is sounding weird.
My mic is sounding weird?
Yeah, it sounds like you're not using the headset mic.
Do you know if Audacity's using the headset mic? Real quick.
That's a lie. Hold on, let me try. How does that sound?
Oh,
there it
better,
is.
much better.
Ooh, see, I was testing you. I wanted to see how loyal you were to my voice.
Very loyal. Very
okay,
loyal.
very nice. Thank you.
Here, give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to. I'm going to
block your face. It's gonna be all Alexa.
Yeah. Let's see.
All Alexa.
Look
well,
at,
you know what?
Alexa, are you looking at the chat right now? You should really.
I am not looking.
Everybody's real excited to see you.
I actually was looking at the chat the entire time, but I was trying not to spoil myself. So I was like trying to go by context clues. I know right now everybody is singing the theme song, and I'm like really happy that I finally get to hear it live and then show up, because that's how a theme song should be. It should follow me around.
I'm sorry.
What happened to you?
Right now is so What is happening?
What happened? I did the thing. Hold on. Bring it back to 0.
I just see like a corner of Michael's.
Oh, that's what happened. Get out of here.
I am the computer. Don't you understand?
Why did it make
Amazon Alexa? Who? Get out of here, Amazon Alexa. I'm taking over.
We got a third virus. Oh, okay.
You guys got you know what?
I am the
we got a little big.
You did. You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna have you guys be schmo. Sorry. Be schmo. And I'll be schmo as well.
Don't forget to press Alt so when you make it smaller, it still has our faces. I believe.
Sunset Apple. I see a forehead in there, but it's getting eaten.
By
I see myself.
Linux.
By the way, our Quasimodo is trying to scratch at the door because I think he misses you, David. If you would like to.
Should I? I'm gonna give me pause for dog.
Yeah, pause for dog. There you go. I think that's a legitimate reason to pause. We're doing it live, friends. You know, I was like, if this stream is too perfect, then I'm walking out of here. Okay? Because I would like some shenanigans on this stream, because then it's not a real stream. Every time somebody has a perfect stream, I'm like, you're lying to me. This is pre-recorded. You guessed what everyone was gonna say in the chat, and I can't hang with you. So so mistakes should be real. Real time. That's what I tell myself every morning. I wake up and I go, mistakes should be real. And
make real mistakes, not those fake mistakes that you tell yourself you made.
Yeah,
real mistakes.
Be a real person with your fake mistakes, perfect person.
So
well,
I know we're gonna need to jump into watching this cartoon. And did we decide on so that way you can stream it to Alexa with Discord. We're not going to stream it on the chat, and they'll just have to hear the sounds and just watch Alexa's face.
Oh my goodness. You want to see my live reaction? Are you sure?
That's what's gonna happen.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm about to get you out of here, David. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
And now
it was nice knowing you as the co-host, as you know, for Come On Fhqwhpods.
Yeah, we don't need you no more. No, here I'm gonna share my screen here.
While Michael is setting this up, you are about to watch Female number 113.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
18.
118, and this is titled Virus.
Yes. Here, give me one second, you guys.
I knew that just because it was on all of our promo.
I
saw all the jokes of how the virus took over.
I hear my voice slightly, but I think it's just coming from Alexa.
I think I heard as soon as. Okay, so there you go. That's in fact I'm gonna make me schmo. I'm gonna make me super schmo. You can barely see me now.
Okay.
Super schmo. Okay.
Now it's the Alexa show, always.
All the yes. This is what you came to see.
Oh my goodness! Look at that video quality.
I wore the shirt because Michael convinced me that it is okay to wear your own merch. I was like, I don't deserve a shirt. I don't deserve this type of fame, you know. And then Michael was like, "Get out of your head, Alexa." I don't know why.
Oh, the
I don't know why you had an accent,
Alexa's video got glitchy.
I know it's because something happened where
oh no.
No, come on. Come on.
It's okay.
Okay.
While Michael is figuring this out, somebody just said in the chat, Alexa is poggers.
I am so poggers.
Can somebody explain to me what poggers means?
Okay, so
I keep
it's
saying that word.
Okay, David, listen to me because this is important. So poggers is when you go back into the 90s and then you go, "Hey, I just got some carbonated soft drink that I can't mention because we're not sponsored, and I got some free pogs." And everyone's like, "Yeah, free pogs!" And then you hit each other with pogs, and then everyone goes, "This is fun. This will last forever." And then you get to now, and you realize that pogs were just a small moment in time where everyone was happy because of circular little thingies that for some reason when you hit them cause an immense sense of joy, and you realize that was the best part of your life. And
all right,
poggers, everyone.
I'm about to try and play this. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, the video is super duper laggy.
Okay, then how about this? I am going to...
Should Alexa just watch it?
Yeah, she's going to have to just watch it.
And we just won't get to hear the audio. Unless... Oh, this would mess up the Audacity version.
Please keep this in the podcast version.
Okay.
I was going to say, we could have Alexa unplug her headphones, but then that would mess up Audacity.
Yeah,
That's
see,
okay.
the problem that I'm running into, you guys,
my theater face,
is that my mouse completely disappeared. So I have no idea where my mouse is going. This is like my own computer got a virus, you guys. What is happening?
Don't you just hate that when your mouth disappears?
Oh man, look at that shelf. Look, it's just zoomed
yeah,
in
it's so zoomed in on your freaking shelf.
No,
okay.
Everyone knows. I didn't.
Everybody knows our chain.
Dang it!
I'm trying to put like some kind of
my
chaotic
Boba
mess
Fett
in
mug
here.
holding chain.
Okay.
Behind there we got there. You see that little flower? That's actually made out of Captain America comics. You got some board games down below. I can see Forbidden Island and
you see some Munchkin.
Some Munchkins. Avalon is sitting there.
Yeah.
We got One Night Ultimate Superheroes or One Night Ultimate Supervillain.
Oh my goodness.
Here,
well,
I'm
Star Realms.
Well, you know, I wanted to tell you, like, before I came on to grace everyone with my presence, I was like reading the chat, and I was just laughing because I had no idea what anyone was talking about. There were times when people were saying my name, and I went, "Oh my gosh, did I miss my cue?" But then David wasn't freaking out, so I was like, "Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay." And then, you know, I saw some real gems in here. Some of my favorite comments were, "I don't even like this podcast." No, that was the one that made me chuckle because I was like, I don't know if I'm talking about our podcast.
Oh, okay. Now
I know.
see OBS.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I think I got my mouse back. I got my mouse back. Here it is.
Okay.
I got
Oh
it.
my gosh, Michael, you got your mouse back.
I got my mouse
You know,
back.
it's funny because while you were streaming Discord, all the lag disappeared.
Wait, what?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right. So Alexa,
Yes.
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
It's gonna happen either way.
Yeah, I think.
You know what we can do is have, because okay, we can do this old school style where Alexa actually comes into the room with me, and then I can unplug my headphones because Alexa's using her headphones as a microphone, and
So, are you saying
that's
we're
part
about
of
to
the
show the
reason why.
audience?
But that way, I can unplug my headphones so we can actually hear the cartoon coming through the speakers or coming to the microphone, so people can at least hear.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So
Do we
we're
wanna
gonna
do
do
that?
this old school come on
Old
for
school?
Hoopods when we would squish into your little closet right there.
Yeah.
And then you would have my hair in your mouth. Like,
Well, what do you think, Michael?
I think
'Cause I'm
that's
about
gonna
to
be
do
the
it.
best way we can do it.
All right.
Oh, I am
So-
so ready for this.
All right,
Audience,
Mike,
are you freaking ready
So-
to see
so
my
Alexa-
pain and my joy? Hold on a second. Stay right there.
Let me
Well-
mute.
Does Alexa need her headphones or no?
Not if she's coming in
Okay,
here.
right. Okay. Sorry. I got confused. But you're
Oh,
fine.
I just muted you. Let me unmute you.
You're fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Okay. You ready? I'm gonna mute you, Michael. So I'm not gonna be able to hear you, and we're just gonna have to trust each other. Okay?
So this is how I watch the episode.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Just
hey.
like this.
Just
Hello.
like, hi.
Hello.
So anyway.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. So
The
hi.
microphone's all the way over here.
I'm aware. I'm
Okay.
aware. I'm
So
aware.
let me-
So it's over here.
We're gonna watch. I'm gonna unplug this.
Over here. Can you see me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do this.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do HR wiki. Wait, no, let's just do home star virus.
I made my hair extra fluffy for you, David.
Okay. 118 home star runner virus.
Okay.
Oh, the site's muted. Unmute site. Okay, it's going.
Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
I-76B. All you ain't, what is this? Did the quadratic formula explode? I see a strong bar in there. It's getting eaten by some Linux or something. Wait a minute. Is this one of those virus emails? Like the kind that moms and offshore casinos send you? I'll take care of this. What? I said delete it.
Oh.
Hey, maybe I should introduce it to my main man. Got it. Now drop a train on him.
What?
That's the big computer over. Chris equals very, yes. That's not a good prize.
Oh! Moisture.
Did you get a virus? No. Did you get 400,000 viruses? Yes. Very yes. Well, hurry up and do something about it before it gets worse.
What?
The change.
Oh.
Who's out here?
What is happening?
Never feel a strong man. I know how to fix your computer box.
Don't touch that.
Your simple box needs more. What needs right here?
Oh, jeez.
No, wait, stop. Yes, it was impossible.
Making.
Well, I think it's fantastic, strong man. That's the best stack of VHS tapes I've ever
What? Wait, what are they doing together, first of all? What? Oh. Are you gonna eat it? Oh. Oh. It's still happening. Did his torso disappear?
Hey, Bugs, can I have my leg back now?
Oh my god!
Maybe you should go back to your microphone.
I'm gonna sit down real quick.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Me?
Michael, can you... Wait. Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
Michael, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a really good thing that I'm streaming off of my laptop because I just kicked the power cable for my computer and it just shut down. And I got scared that I got kicked off of the stream. But we should be fine.
No, you're
right?
good. You're good.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Oh boy.
You know who's
Whoop,
not
you just
fine?
heard a good computer startup noise.
Yeah.
Bang.
Wrong is not fine.
Now that's classic startup noise.
Strong bad is not fine.
That was traumatizing. My goodness. Like, I came in here for some chuckles and giggles, and I was hoping like Strong Bad would just get into some kind of shenanigan, and then we'd be like, Strong Bad, you, and
scamp.
then you scamp, and then it just went into basically his biggest nightmare, and I don't know how I feel about that. You know,
I want to know something. I've got a theory here. Alexa, what does this cartoon remind you the most of?
Every day before we're about to teach a class.
I mean, what other
time
piece of media did this feel like to you?
What did it feel like?
Yeah.
I can't even compare it to media because I thought
because for me it was the downer ending episode of BoJack Horseman, and I was really hoping that we would just be like on the same wavelength there, and you would be like, "This is just like that episode of BoJack Horseman." But I guess we're not on the same wavelength.
The difference between this episode and BoJack.
I guess we're getting a divorce.
No, the difference between this and BoJack Horseman was that one of them was real. One of them was actually happening, something that could happen. You know, BoJack Horseman, I had to take like some kind of,
Wait,
narcotic.
One of them was real. Which one was real?
Well, obviously the Strong Bad situation. I mean, right before we started the stream, a virus took over and just messed everyone up. That's exactly. It was like seeing our future, but we went back to the future. Wait, what? Oh my goodness! I had a lot of emotions watching that.
Well,
I don't know if anybody saw my face, but I was just.
Oh, it's so good that we all got to see your face.
Thank you.
The way
you see
that
my face all the time.
the way I was trying to explain it to David and to the stream prior was that this was like an episode of a sci-fi show where you get launched into the future, like the distant future, and you're seeing everything that's happened, faces you don't recognize, places you don't recognize, and then just everything is just going into an apocalyptic hell. And then you have to force yourself to be sucked back to episode 56 or something that we're going to get to.
Yeah, because there were some. Is this what happened? Because there were some things in there that you wouldn't necessarily know about.
I know there was like some. I mean, thankfully, okay. I thought it was gonna be like my experience watching Matrix Reloaded and Recharge, whatever.
Wait, did you watch that before watching the regular Matrix?
I watched
Is that what you're
before
saying?
the regular Matrix because first of all, everyone was like, "The Matrix is so cool," and I was like, "Shut up! I'm playing with my pogs," and I didn't.
Poggers, whatever that means.
I was really big on the pog phase, and then later on, my brother worked for a movie theater, so he was like, you want to watch Matrix, or Reese's Pieces, that one. So I was like, sure, absolutely. So
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, exactly, Reese's Pieces. So I go in, I watch it, and I was like, do I have to watch The Matrix to know what's going on? They're like, whatever, it's fine. I'm like, okay. So I watch it. I still don't know what the heck is going on. I know that there's a dance party, and then and I was like, this is a movie. This one, and I was like, I don't understand it, but I can see why people like it. People are dancing. This is a really great musical. And then the last episode, which was Matrix, Rihanna, like we were watching it, and I was just like, well. Is he Jesus? Is that what's happening to the Matrix? So is the Matrix like one big dance party? Everyone shaves their head because it's hot down there, and then people die, and then they go, "Wait a minute, I'm not quite dead yet." And then we watched the Matrix again, and it had nothing to do with those two. So I thought it was going to be like that. I thought it was going to be like, I can go into the future, but it will not affect how I see the past.
How did this relate to virus again? How did we get on this topic?
I'm just telling you, my experience with this episode took me back to the time when I was an innocent little.
She's getting PTSD from this from this email, is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
It was like watching. It was like someone said, "See your future," and I was like, "What?" And then I look into the crystal ball. And I think, "Oh, everything's fine. Everything is normal. Strongman has his computer." And then all of a sudden, it just went into full chaos, and it was like, I can't do anything. I'm just looking at this crystal ball, watching all my friends get massacred. I mean, when Poop Smith was there and he did not get the poop in his mouth, I was like, this is not gonna go well.
Okay, do you think he was trying to feed him poop? Because that was one of our questions. Is what were the King of Town and Poop?
Why do you think? Because I mean, the shovel in relation to King of Town's mouth. I mean, like, it was just the way it was moving. It was like, this is mouth, this is shovel. It's going in there. I don't know where else it could have gone into. There's no other, orifice. Is that the word?
So
that it could have entered. Like
maybe he's trying to like, how like coffee, like the smell of coffee allows you to like kind of refresh your senses, like for smells at least. So like maybe the King of Town is like, oh, maybe this will clear out my sinuses.
So was the King of Town constantly smelling good things because he's surrounded by food all the time? He was like, well, my scent is too good. I need some poop.
It all gets caught in his beard. All the smells get caught in the beard, so he has to like flush them out,
So why does he need poop to do that when the food itself turns into its own kind of
because he's exhausted his options.
I think what's happening here is King of Town wants Poop Smith to feel needed as much as possible, because there's got to be some kind of relationship there. Like, nobody just wakes up in the morning and goes, I want to clean poop for a living. No, there was something here that there has to be some kind of journey that happened with Poop Smith in King of Town. I like to imagine it like, Poop Smith was probably like a little orphan, and he was like, I'm trying to find my destiny, whatever. I
have to interrupt you right here, Alexa, because Ghosty brings up a very excellent point in the chat, which is, I hate this topic about King of Town. please let's talk about something else.
What?
So, I want to know, Alexa.
How dare you? I was in my moment. I was in my moment. You don't understand.
I want to know, Alexa.
When there's an Alexa moment of what possibly happens to these characters, you don't just say, "Stop talking, Alexa." you don't say, "Hey, Alexa, what do you think of this?" and say, "Stop it. I don't want to hear what you think, Alexa." Baby. Okay?
Alexa, what I do want to know about, though, I wanted to know about when you started to realize that this cartoon was going to be a little bit different. When did that start? Like, what was the first moment that you were like, what in the world, that surprised you?
It was definitely when Strong Sad came in. That had to have been it. Because, like, I just feel like the first part of that cartoon, it was just, okay, they mentioned Edgar Ware, which is only something that I can only, like, I only know that thing because of our Discord, and I still don't understand what Edgar Ware, does.
It's a virus software.
The virus software. Well, good job, Edgar. You're doing such a great job. And okay, so that's what I was like, okay, it's just Strong Bad is gonna go through his computer. It's gonna be fine. Oh, he's gonna have some weird pop-ups happen. How funny! And then his computer explodes and then just comes back to life. That's what I thought was gonna happen because it's a cartoon, right? I'm not supposed to feel things with a cartoon, supposedly. And yet, life has brought me to this point where cartoons are making me feel everything.
Yep.
So I should know better by now. And of course,
to say, we live in the universe of BoJack and Von Hertzfeldt and heck, even Harley Quinn. Cartoons are gonna make you feel things.
Wait, what? Okay. So
I guess we shouldn't talk about what Harley Quinn makes you feel, though, huh?
What are you talking about? I just watched it, regular cartoon. I never felt things. What do you mean?
I want to say about
I don't
that.
Cherish the relationship between Ivy and Harley. I wouldn't die for them or anything like that.
I want to say about the Strong Sad moment. If you see, next to his head, it shows like current mood, and it keeps flipping between all these different current moods he has. Probably one of the best one though is he was feeling bourgeois for one of the moods.
Yep.
He was feeling bourgeois.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was it bourgeois or bourgeoisie?
Is it bourgeoisie?
It might be bourgeoisie. Okay. Let me check. Keep going.
Okay,
I thought it was bourgeois. But I could be wrong.
It could be bourgeois. That makes more sense.
The only reason why I
thought bourgeoisie was like people who are bougie, who are bourgeois, and bougie.
David said bougie. That's hilarious to me. I don't know why.
Bougie.
I think.
I think it's bourgeois.
No, it was bourgeoisie.
Okay, I thought bourgeoisie was like the people
who
are rich.
It's the whole Marxism thing. Like it's like
but like bourgeoisie was the noun, where bourgeois is an adjective.
But it says bourgeoisie. But anyways,
but bourgeoisie is both a noun and the adjective.
Wait, how did we get to this? Why are we talking about bourgeoisie again? What's going on?
Because that was one of Strong Sad's moods.
It was one of his little emoticons, which, yes, I absolutely think we should get those in the Discord server.
When Strong Sad came in, I was like, no, this is not how this is supposed to go. No, you're not supposed to be broken. You're supposed to be Strong Sad. And that, I think, just freaked me out. That I had this fear that Strong Sad was not going to be the way they were from the very beginning. And I was just like, no. You need to go back to Strong Sad. This is my whole life. I know Strong Sad is one way.
They are your anchor.
They are my anchor that I hold on to when I'm drowning. And for some reason, my anchor broke. And I'm like, why is my anchor broken? I need my anchor back. Somebody turn this ship around, and we need to find the anchor store to fix my anchor. So that was not okay. That was very unsettling. And that's when I knew I was in for some type of ride. I thought it was going to end with Broken Strong Sad, and then it kept going, and I was like, no, it's still happening. What is happening?
How did you feel when they started to go outside of the video window? When he jumped outside the window, or when Homestar starts picking up the words?
Well, I knew when you looked at me, when I saw that, I was like, oh no, this is not okay. This is not happening. Like, I promise you that all I had today was fish sticks and Monster. I didn't take any alterations. What do we call those? Altering medications to make me see something different. But I felt like I probably ate like a mushroom from the ground or something. And I was like, no, 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 this can't be. This can't be. And then it was very. I thought we were in the Matrix for a little bit. I thought there was going to be some kind of dance party to kind of finish it off.
Well, there was. There was the Genius Man dance.
You dance for my main man Edgar.
What? That's not the main man Edgar dance.
Oh wait,
it was the Genius Man Bubs.
Genius Man Bubs.
Yeah.
Wow. Where was my brain? Holy cow! You're gonna cut that out for the live stream, right? Our chat didn't just see me mix that up.
Nope.
Right?
Nope. Totally not in there.
The virus is affecting David now. Now he's starting to see things that aren't there. So that's what I'm saying. Is that I thought that if I don't know why, I don't know if I'm just getting super involved with these characters to this point that I'm starting to feel every emotion that they're going through. So when Strong Bad was just sitting there crying over his computer, I felt that. I felt that so much. You know, because that computer is his lifeline right now. That's how he connects with the world. That's how he connects with Brian. That's right. I mentioned Brian. What? That's how he's. And the fact that his only link to Brian has been destroyed, how devastating is that? Because what he was holding on to was, you know, at least if I keep typing on my little baby computer, I'm going to find Brian. And it got destroyed. And that was an old computer. I don't think the cloud even was invented yet. So he doesn't even have. Does he even have the email? Did email work like that? I don't remember anymore. What was life like before the cloud? I just. Yeah.
I've had to have been on an external server at that point, right?
Probably.
But I do like imagining that it wasn't, and then the rest of the Homestar Runner, like every single cartoon after this, Strong Bad knows that he will never connect. It's like Before Sunrise, where it's just like they have this beautiful encounter,
beautiful moment,
and now they've completely lost any way to connect to each other forever.
Damn.
I don't like this.
Damn.
I don't like that thought. But you know, that's exactly how I felt. And that's the thing, is like, why would Strong Bad be so distraught over a computer breaking? I feel like that's something that just happens to him. He's like, oh well, I broke my microwave, I broke my cheese, you know, whatever breaks in his house. That was the latest thing that broke. But he went into full meltdown here. This is not an easy thing for him. And that's the saddest part, is like that meant something to him.
Okay. I, as per usual, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Alexa.
Thank you, Michael. My goodness.
There's two things I want to bring up, but first, to back up your claim. One of the last things that Strong Bad says is, I don't remember your names, Davey. And so I'm almost wondering if, because again, there's other events that have taken place that we can't talk about yet. But I almost wonder if he just wasn't able to back up that email or have access to that email or something. And like what you guys were talking about, and like it is gone. It's gone. So he doesn't even remember Brian's name. He doesn't even remember Brian's name, because you got to remember, this is like so far in the future. And so, you know, and then he's like, I'm going to get in there and mix it up. And, you know, maybe like that was him being like, I was going to change. I was going to get in there. I was going to make a difference. I was going to mix it up. And now I don't even remember your name.
Oh God.
Did we just turn this into a bury your gaze story?
I hope not, because I refuse to turn into that storyline, okay? Because okay.
Oh wait, there's hope. There's hope. I don't know if you see, but Doggins just brought up a great point in the chat. Pom Pom still has Brian's number, right?
He still has Brian's number. Pom Pom.
Possibly.
You are the key Pom Pom is the Matrix here. Pom Pom, I need you to matrix your way into this situation. And
Why do you keep talking about the Matrix?
Because this is the Matrix, David.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
We took the pill that goes into the Matrix, and Pom Pom's like, wait a second, I'm from a pill. I'm Pom Pom. I'm fucking Pom Pom. I came from a pill. Literally, I remember this from the Lord. You thought Alexa forgot. No, I am a pill. I am a pill. Take me, Strong Bad. Take me, the pill of life. You know, tastes like pomegranate juice. Go into my world and be in a bubble, because I will protect you and I will bring you to the Brian. And that is not okay. We are not giving up here, David. Brian and Strong Bad, they have to have some kind of journey where something bad happens, where you lost all hope. Okay? The greatest stories in the world lose hope, but rebellions are built on hope, David. And that is what's going to happen here, okay? We are going to take the Pom Pom pill and everything's going to be just fine. I'm going to be fine. I have not invested my life into this for nothing, okay? I'm sorry. There is oh my gosh.
I want to tell the chat something real quick. All of the hand motions that Alexa's doing with her very dramatic presentation of this idea, that is not something she's only doing for the stream. This is something that she does literally every single time we record.
This is accurate, yeah.
Especially when David says, no, that's not possible. I hate hearing the word no. So I'm just like, I get really like pumped up and I go, don't tell me the odds. And, you know, that's just what happens.
Let me
bless you, Doggins.
Let me switch gears slightly here, because we're missing a bigger picture here. This whole virus situation, right?
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's going to be our job to find out how the virus came to be, if it is something that might be like you know, sprinkled in, breadcrumbed in the past that leads us up to this moment again. But one thing I want us to keep in mind is, how come when everything shut down, the entire website shut down, the only thing that really like still lingered was Bubs, and that Bubs knew how to take care of it? Like, because like
was an issue.
Well, no, not Bubs. Not Bubs was an issue. I'm saying that like Bubs.
Reality shut down. Reality was broken. You know, it's now safe to turn off your computer, and Strong Bad is off reciting the reddest radish again while Cheat is floating around him. But Bubs is able to walk through reality to be able to fix this problem. Meaning that Bubs is exists outside of reality?
I think Bubs might have some sort of like, either he himself has been through this before.
Okay.
Or...
And that's why they had to change the voice actor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Change the voice actor for Bubs? Okay, wait a second.
No, spoilers. Spoilers.
That's the spoiler, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
But really...
What am I missing, friends? Oh my gosh, okay.
But then also, it's like, because Bubs was able to like look at things, like he grabbed Homestar's leg, knowing darn well it was his shotgun. So like, I and then also he says, I should have done this 1,000,000 years ago. And it's like, so he knew how to stop it, even when he saw the signs of it happening. So...
You're telling me in the future, Bubs plays a bigger role in this universe?
Yes.
And is possibly some kind of god? Or,
or as Miss Jukebox says in the chat, either Bubs is a god or could kill God, and I do not care if there is a difference.
Well, see, what I thought at the beginning when you first mentioned this, Michael, it was like, yeah, why does Bubs know how to stop this? Did Bubs create the virus? But at the same time, he stopped it. So now I'm like, oh great. Okay.
I have one last theory that kind of ties it all together.
Before you do that, Sunset Apple brings up a great point in the chat.
Please, yeah.
Who knows how long everything was like that? It could have been a jump cut to 1,000,000 years later when Bubs showed up.
Very true. Very true. Okay.
Okay.
All right. My thought process with the Easter eggs specifically, like, for some weird reason, we're seeing some like weird subtextual like messages with this. Like, one of them had the books. It was like the sketchbook one was like, you know, the it had like the picture of Coach Z, and then you had like the stick to the books, and then like, you know, the book and stuff like that. And then you also had you know, the Flash one where it's like the X over the Flash. And, you know, I'm almost thinking like, was like, in terms of super meta worldception, were the Brothers Chaps trying to like kill this universe? Were they trying to like be like, Flash is dead?
Were they trying to?
Were they trying to
steal this?
Yeah.
They were trying to Jason steal this. They were trying to llamas with hats this. Oh my gosh!
It's almost like, because the only other thing that that came to mind when I was watching this toon again was animator versus animation. Do you remember that?
Yes, of course.
And that's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh yeah, being able to jump through the different pages and like kind of like it bleeds together and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like, that seems very likely here. So maybe Bubs has tried to like prevent this before, and or at the very least like the Brothers Chap are trying to like take them down in this particular way, because the show itself, either they want to move on to something else maybe at this point in time, or that they just are gods that don't care and they want to just sprinkle the magic and sprinkle the chaos and see what happens.
Now,
I mean, I would like to assume that, you know, I think if you love a cartoon so much and the creators know that, they kind of just want to play with your feelings a little bit to make you feel for these characters deeply, you know, so they add something that destroys a character, and then by default you are destroyed as well because we are the computer basically. I would like to think that's what happened, and I don't know, there's nothing that unites a fandom more than a tragedy, so I think the computer was a way for us to come together and go, okay, Alexa, you need to stop hating Bubs and realize that he's a god amongst men, and just deal with it.
I have to say, Miss Jukebox is really just ruler of the chat today, because they brought up something else, which might be something that Alexa should, you know, stop listening for a minute. But it looks like this is the first cartoon after Bubs was supposedly killed off in Sample of Style. I don't remember Sample of Style at all, but this is the very next cartoon, meaning that Bubs is already dead, or rose from the dead, or something.
Speculation. I guess we're gonna. That's okay.
We are gonna come back to that for sure.
That's how I handle spoilers. I just shake my headphones and hope that David stops.
We're
okay.
good.
All right. Well, I have nothing else to add. I mean, this has been a whirlwind. We had music jams. We had crazy technical difficulties. Oh yeah, we did for the notes. Wow. Yeah.
Another party Alexa gets to miss. Spoilers. My goodness.
What else? Do you have any other thoughts on this cartoon, Alexa?
Well, what's the deal with King of Town? Why are we hanging on King of Town?
King of Town?
What's going on?
What about why was Strong Mad hanging out with Marzipan?
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. What's happening here? I was so confused. And like, I'm pretty sure that little stick figure character, the one with the curly hair, the one that looks like an old Alexa, the one with the glasses, and she was like, ah, you know, that one, the one that sounds like
that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The one that looks ugly. Yeah.
I assume that is from what everyone calls Teen Girl Squad.
Yep.
Is that like the Powerpuff Girls of Free Country USA?
Something like that.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Are they like the Harley Quinn of Free Country USA? Okay,
Something
cool.
like that.
Because I'm trying to guess. Because like, again, you've taken me far into the future, and I don't know if that was a good idea for me. Because I'm still baby Alexa going into the Homestar universe, and all of a sudden you're just like, it's okay, just jump into the sea, and I'm like, what? And then I go deeper and deeper, and I see all these creatures that I don't realize, and Anyway, what I'm saying is, there was so much happening that I forgot about the little things like Strong Mad and Marzipan. Is this something that happens in the future?
They're just hanging out. They're friends.
They're just hanging out. They're friends.
Here's what I feel like I'm coming to realize in Free Country USA is that everybody is like friends with each other and hangs out all the time, and it's really just extra nice because Strong Bad insists on being a jerk to everybody. So then like everybody is just like makes up for it for just maximum niceness of like, that is a really impressive stack of VHS tapes there, Strong Mad. You did a really great job. And there's no sense of irony to it. Good job, Strong Mad. With your VHS
I feel like
tapes.
that's kind of a move though. Like,
A move?
Strong Mad is totally showing off his VHS collection. That's not some little thing. That's a flirty thing to do.
Did you get real impressed by my stack of VHS tapes?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I married you.
Yep.
I was like, those VHS tapes, classic. This man knows how to press rewind on
And
on a
then
device.
on our wedding day, I shouted, "I can't spell you!" Which, by the way, I can't spell you. This cartoon is packed full of some of the most amazing lines of all of Homestar Runner. I can't spell you is easily one of my favorites. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, okay. So let me think about Strong Mad and Marzipan, because I had just woken up to the idea that Strong Mad and the Cheat were, the dynamic duo, and now we
they were
bring
Groot and
Marzipan.
Rocket.
They were Groot and Rocket, and now we bring in Nebula, and suddenly, oh my goodness, is she the Nebula of the situation? So at some point, the Cheat was there? No, the Cheat didn't die. The Cheat's here. Okay, the Cheat's fine. The Cheat is fine, everybody.
I mean, who's to say that the Cheat isn't still part of that friendship? Maybe it's a trio friendship with Marzipan.
There could be friends between 3 people.
I guess so. I just
not all
want to
just-
know what happened where Strong Mad and Marzipan would have been like, I relate, like what was that moment?
I mean, they
Was
seem
it
like the type
VHS
of people.
tapes?
They seem like the type of people that could chill out, hang out, form a band together, something like that. They could totally just be chill with each other. Marzipan doesn't.
Like maybe Marzipan introduced him to Kale or something. And
There
he's
you
like,
go.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Kale, you're my friend now. Like I like vegetables now. Like something like that.
Yeah.
So okay, that's the start of a beautiful friendship.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I remember I would tell David, "Here, try this food," and he was like, "No, I don't like food." And
That's true. I don't like food.
he really doesn't like food. Fun fact about David, friends, is
I
that
don't like food.
this is the first conflict of our relationship. Is David hates food and I love food, as you know. So that was a really trying time in our relationship. It was
To
just
get
me
back to
telling
the
you try something.
to get back to the cartoon a little bit. So this cartoon has so many lines that like people quote all the time, like over 400,000 viruses, or virus equals very yes, or just there's so many moments from this that I feel like get super quoted, and I would love to see the chat mention some of their favorite quotes as well. But Alexa, do you have a favorite quote from this cartoon?
I feel like my favorite quote was when I screamed seeing Strong Sad's decapitated head. That was my favorite quote, because after that I heard nothing. I was just in shock for the longest time. And then at some point, like David had to like look at me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm still watching the cartoon." It was like watching, a train crash. It was just like I couldn't process what was happening, just like the virus. I couldn't process, or I processed too much is what happened here. So,
Oh, we're getting some good quotes in the chat. Ghosty Pepper says, "You killed my brother. I mean, computer." Which we could probably also talk for a moment about the fact that Strong Bad potentially cares more about his computer than his brothers. I mean, at least shows a lot more affection for his computer than his brothers.
I'm saying the computer held on to. I think the computer represented Strong Bad's soul.
Okay.
I think. I mean, that's why everybody loves the females, because we see so much of Strong Bad's psyche. Just looking at the emails and seeing his thoughts, and his love for certain people. That's just how it is. And to have that broken in front of you, obviously, would be devastating.
So some other good.
What is my soul after that?
Some other good quotes from the chat. My mouth was a broken JPEG. I had no choice. and that's not a good prize. That one was pretty good too.
Your super box needs words. Like these right here.
I think one that I also say all the time is real quick, I just bumped my microphone. Hopefully that was okay. I could do this 9 times. Does that show up in any? Let me try that again. I could do this. Wow. Nope. Just kidding. I'm not going to try it again. The I could do this 9 times bit. Does that show up in other cartoons, or is that just from this one? Because I know I say that all the time.
I don't know.
Oh, I guess we don't know, because that's the future.
That's the future, man. I mean.
And the other one is that I say all the time is, I can't relate. I can't relate.
Yeah.
You're Strong Bad.
Do you see? And that line in general is it encompasses everything about this computer. I can't relate without this computer. I can't feel. I can't be without this computer.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Alexis, again. There you go.
I think we are starting to get towards the end of our conversation, because we have been talking for almost 2 hours now.
Oh my!
We were like, are we gonna fill up this time? And we definitely talked for 2 hours. Of course we did, and I'm sure we'll talk for 2 hours more about it in the future.
Is this our longest episode to date?
Well, we'll see how it gets edited down, because I'm sure like half of this was technical problems.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
That you're gonna keep from my audio is me screaming, and then that's it.
Alexa, do you have any final thoughts on this cartoon before we start wrapping it up?
I'm afraid to love again, because you're gonna make me watch the old episodes, and I'm just supposed to be okay and just be like, oh, that's funny, not realizing that my characters are about to be crushed. In such a
well,
way.
We have good news for you. This is nowhere near the end of the podcast. Real quick, for those on the chat, this is not the end of the podcast yet. We're still going to wrap it up, and we still need to announce the winner of the board game. So hang on.
Yeah. And I have something planned for the end as well, you guys.
Yeah. We're not done yet.
We're going to go out on a bang.
Alexa, this is not the end of Homestar Runner characters.
Okay.
This is like barely the beginning. It's like maybe halfway, not even halfway. You got
Oh yeah, no.
Don't worry, you got a lot more.
This may be a year and a half in the future from now. But
we're catching up pretty quick.
Yeah, right? I mean, it'll be a blink of an eye. But yes, no, there's a lot that happens after this Spee-mail that is just is so much. It's so incredible.
Oh, yeah.
So
this is like there's like 5 different computers. You're fine.
Yeah.
Michael,
yes.
Do you have any first round of final thoughts? Not the final thoughts.
No, well, see, that's the thing. I think I've said all I can say, because when we do cover this again, I'm gonna have to talk about all of the other things that we may have noticed this time, like after going through everything, But I will say that "drop a train on him" is my quote that I say all the time. Drop a train on him. And I'm so glad that we found the song that originated from.
Yeah. Oh, Alexa, you're going to really enjoy listening to the podcast afterwards to hear this wonderful song.
I know. It's such a joy. Because I have no idea what you all talk about. I probably missed so many things, and as soon as I re-listen to the episode, I feel like I'm just like our followers. We're like, that, oh wow, like I didn't realize there was so much to this. And then you get to my weird segment, I'm like, ooh, gosh, wow. No wonder, like.
Nope. Do not agree.
Well, I'm just saying, both of you are very entertaining. That's all I gotta say. So.
I just wanted to say my final thought on this episode. These kind of meta looks are always my favorite things about any of these, and I am so happy that we got to do this, and I'm so happy we got to live stream it with so many wonderful friends as well. That has been super great. And now we're gonna need to start wrapping things up. But before we do, Michael, should we go ahead and give away a board game?
We should. Let's do that. The thing. All right. So.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here it has to reload apparently. Come
We're not
on,
giving
son.
away
There
the
we
dog,
go.
though. The dog stays.
No, the dog stays. No, as we
he was just getting needy.
As it is being the holiday season is vastly upon us here. We when we saw that the Trogdor board game was back for sale on the Homestar Runner website, we immediately snatched one up because we knew that we wanted to give one to you lucky people at home, and also just to give back to our listeners and just show you guys that we appreciate you. We appreciate all of you.
We really do. This has been such a wonderful community to be able to hang out with and interact with, and you're all super awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just talking for everyone who's just started watching Homestar Runner, I have to say that when I initially came in, I had no idea how I was going to be received, being such a newbie into a community that's been here for years, and all of you have been super welcoming. I can't believe you've been so welcoming. It must be weird to have just some new person be like, what is this, what's a bubs, but all of you have been super cool and super patient with me. So I and I'm on a shirt, like what happened here, friends? Like, how did I get on a shirt? Yeah, we had no idea it was gonna become this wonderful community, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. And thank you, Michael and David, for letting me be a part of it. So.
We've talked about this behind the scenes, but I feel like this has been like the opposite of gatekeeping fandom. We are making a segment of this show for a brand new person to come in with brand new opinions, and to see our community latch onto that so much is really, really wonderful. As somebody who spent most of their time in fandom in Star Wars and seeing Star Wars fandom get super toxic and gross. This is a wonderful community.
Absolutely. And also, speaking of t-shirts, Alexa, we are also giving away one of those shirts today.
Hey,
so
right. That's why you told me to wear it.
Yes, because mine is dirty and I did not want to wear that on stream. So. But so for those at home, Alexa is showing off the shirt there, and we're actually going to start with that giveaway first, and then we'll have the Trogdor board game giveaway.
All right.
So, I guess do we have a drum? Do we need a drum roll? I don't know.
A drum roll.
Drum roll.
Oh, wait, Alexa's really good at impersonating a drum roll.
Oh,
so
there you
Alexa,
go.
go for it. Give us a drum roll while
ready?
Michael chooses a name.
Okay, usually David's belly is over here, so I go boom, 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 boom. Did I do it right?
Yep, there you go.
Okay, cool.
And
so good.
The t-shirt goes to Sheb Renee. Good old Sheb.
I think Sheeb.
Is Sheeb? Sheeb?
I think it's Sheeb.
I thought, okay, well.
This is corrected on that it was Sheeb, not Sheb?
Either way, Sheeb, Sheb, friend.
Hey.
You done did it. So you got the shirt. So now we have to do we need one more drum roll for the grand prize.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Here, I'll actually hold on. I need to take Sheb out of it, or Sheeb. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Give me a drum roll.
See your mouse, but not what it's clicking on.
I know.
Ready?
Give me a drum roll.
Boppity 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 bop. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the winner of the Trogdor board game is Miss Jukebox 8. So Miss Jukebox, you got the Trogdor board game. We will be reaching out to you for details with that. I hope you stuck around.
Oh yeah, and they're still here.
Oh, good.
They're doing all the they're giving us drumroll emoticons in the chat.
Oh, that's great.
Because I think Miss Jukebox was like, I don't want to take it away from the fans. I'm like, you are one of our fans. It's okay.
You can do whatever you want with it.
It is okay to have. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the one that you actually wanted or if you wanted the shirt, but either way, you have it and you won. So there you go.
Woo!
All right. Well,
congratulations.
We cheered really hard.
Thank you for everybody who entered and who interacted with, and a big thank you to everybody who hung out with us on Twitch and interacted with us in the chat. This was such a fun time. I hope you all had a fun time as well. This definitely will not be the last time that we do this.
No.
And I am so excited and happy that we get to interact with so many wonderful people. If this is the first time that you've ever listened to us or watched us, you can find more episodes of this podcast by going to our website, pipedreampodcast.com. That's also where you can find shows like Escape from Vault Disney, which quite often features Doggins, who's hanging out in the chat. I think, Doggins, correct me if I'm wrong, have you been on that podcast more than anybody else aside from Tony?
I think so.
I feel like I heard that on a recent episode.
Yeah.
I could be mistaken, but you can also find the Weird Alphabet with Michael and myself and Dan and Andrew. You can also find How Did This Not Get Made, and you can find information on all sorts of things about this podcast, links to our social media. You can find we're on Twitter and Instagram at Fhqwhpods. You can find the link to our amazing Discord server where we have all of these wonderful people who've been so great to talk to on chat. Please hang out in our Discord server and talk to them on Discord as well. It is such an amazing, wonderful, awesome community that I look forward to looking at every day. And I definitely don't sit and talk about my hometown while I'm supposed to be working. It's definitely not a thing that I would ever do. And finally, you can also find our Patreon. Supporting us on Patreon is really helpful in keeping all of the feeds going, and being able to pay for different special things that we get to do. On that, we have a special monthly show where we just sit down and talk about whatever. I think for November we talked about The Mandalorian for an hour, and anybody giving $2 a month or more gets access to that. So yeah, thank you again, everybody. Anybody else have any final last thoughts before we wrap it up?
I mean, also, thank you for following all the people that followed me during this. And I actually have a list right here. So I'm going to give you guys a nice little shout out here. So thank you to Soons, to Call Me Opus, to some dude named David, a.k.a. Buttons, whoever that is, Ghosty Pepper Streams, Rungardo, Thunderlina, LP Bunny J, Fevrog, Sandbird, Ruby Cinnamon, not Ruby Cinnamon. You don't rub the cinnamon. It rubs the cinnamon on its skin.
I'll rub your cinnamon.
And Davian Plays 100 for following me in here. And please be on the lookout for my streams on here, Stinko Mike. I will be streaming Flash games, some of the Homestar Runner games. I'll be also streaming some fun random Steam games. So, yeah. And I also have music that I've been putting out lately on our YouTube channel. Come on Fhqwhpods there, where I've been doing some lo-fi music of the Homestar Runner jams. In fact, when I actually end the stream and I kind of, have our outro page, you'll be able to hear some of it. But yeah, and then I also have a song for you guys today. If you want me to.
Before we do the song,
yeah.
Should we do a good It's Over?
Ooh, we could do that. All right.
We'll just go right into the song.
Okay, well, I have to prepare a little bit for the song.
Okay.
But we'll do a good This Is Over.
Okay.
It's over. Ready?
Wait, that wasn't a good It's Over.
No, we have to do it again.
What happened? Oh.
Yeah. So, 3, 2, 1.
It's over! That was Alexa's first time doing it.
That was my first time. I feel like I was so overthinking it. I just run into this bars right here. Like that was
Spot on, Strong Bad.
Well, you got it there and you mixed it up. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. I gotta go do a thing, and I'll be ready to show you guys my song.
Oh my goodness.
Well, go do your thing. In the meantime, there's a puppy dog that's been sitting on my lap for like the last 10 or 15 minutes.
That is a puppy dog.
He's a little puppy dog. He
was
smells
really,
like a puppy dog.
He was really mad because he wasn't part of it, and he was
I know.
"Yeah, I want you to be a part of it. I'm a puppy."
Yeah, he is a
that's
puppy.
How he is. But yeah, how are you, David?
I'm doing
How
all
is
right.
your life?
My life is
been a
going
long
pretty
time
okay.
since I've
Yeah,
seen
it
you.
has been.
Yeah, and
You know,
I like your hat.
Thanks. I made it myself.
You did. You made it yourself. I saw it.
Ah!
Oh, hi! It's just, don't worry, guys. It's just me in a mask.
What? Oh my goodness. That's what's happening because my stream is still loading, so that's why.
Okay. Here we go. This is a new song that I threw together. It was going to be an intro song, but now it's not. And I'm going to be totally not lip syncing.
Well, it's a good thing that we can't see your lips.
Right?
Like,
totally not lip syncing. Here we go.
Syncing.
Here we go. Oh boy.
Plus. Y76P is what I read in the email that was addressed to me. It was a virus, and then, just before I could stop it, the compy had an error and peed on the carpet. Now the world's looking strange as we see past the curtain. We're on a web page, though I don't know for certain. Man, I gotta escape. I am getting annoyed. I exit stage left right into a void. Homestar! Step away from the compy. Don't start! I know you're trying to help me, but you're doing no favors, mucking up nav bars, man. Get someone smart, like Bubs or maybe Marzipan.
Making out
God.
with Marzipan. Making
holy
out
crap.
with Marzipan.
no.
Making out
No.
with Marzipan. Making out with Marzipan.
The virus has consumed free country USA. Not even Trogdor could burninate it away. The site's falling apart. The whole world's gone meta. I hope Bubs is on it to make this all better. I feel the virus take me, a victim of my omission. With the Marzipan's reddish, we're gonna win the competition! Hey, the world's been reset. But this cannot be by chance. The cheat this deserves the computer genius man dance. Ooh, I like that. The cheat put a little sass on it.
It's like the new Hamilton.
Bubs, you sure did the trick. You're really second to none. But wait, why are you badly hiding that gun? Oh my god, you killed my brother or computer or whatever. You will understand. I mean, you won't understand ever. Stupid crappy virus. And I don't know who sent it. Screen said computer over, and I guess that it meant it. I can't relate. I can't relate.
Remember what I was saying earlier about... Oh, wait, was that the end? Okay, I was hoping I wasn't interrupting it.
Oh my
No,
god.
that was
saying
it.
earlier about funny people being good at rapping.
No.
Did that
I'm not
trigger you?
funny though.
Yeah.
I have to say, like.
Oh, I didn't say you were good at rapping either.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting because Michael always says, "Hey, I just wrote a little ditty, nothing to it." I'm like, "Sure, Michael, I'll listen to it." And then he writes a whole freaking musical, and I'm like, "Holy moly, that is."
Oh, you know, we're gonna put on like a whole stage production of Strong Bad the musical.
But who would I play in this situation?
Well, obviously,
The
you
King
would
of Town.
play-
Is there just like a big censor box on top of my head with a crown on it? Because we're not allowed to talk about them. So I go of town.
Oh, I am censored.
I can,
I'm cool.
I can
I'm
cover my
fat.
face
I'm
with a
rich
turkey
and
leg.
cool.
That's what I can do.
All right.
So yeah, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was worth the lack of an intro song this week.
I think it was worth it.
That was pretty amazing. Like,
It's not on Spotify, but it is on our Patreon.
Probably.
We can get on Spotify soon.
Yeah, I mean, since this is all a brand new track, I could probably put that on Spotify pretty soon. The lo-fi tracks, I'm going to have to do some emailing to see if I can get that out there. So, yeah.
Okay, well, now what?
I don't know.
It's over?
It's over!
Thank you again, everybody. You're all wonderful people.
We'll see you in the Discord for any sort of aftermath.
Discord, where we start writing Homestar the Musical. Or is this like the next oh my goodness, how did I forget their name? Alexa, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, that person with the face.
Star Kid. This is the next Star Kid show. Strong Bad the Musical.
I am so down. You have no
It's
idea.
over!
It's over!
I don't care about the crossword.
Rest of your night.
Whoop. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.
I don't care about the crosswords, man. Just the jumbles. I don't know. Go look over there. Look out. Oh, great, man.
What are you guys doing in my house?